Okay folks, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to do a little quick video on how to change out the gear shifter in an automatic Scion XB. This will be the first time I've done one of these videos. It's going to be kind of slow and spliced together because the part comes in tomorrow. I'm just getting a jump start on it today. First, you probably don't need to take all this out, but I went ahead and done it because I was cleaning everything and getting a jump start on some stuff. First, you need to take out these two bolts, Phillips. It helps if you also take the cover off, shift it all the way back, makes them a lot easier to get to. Alright, next you'll want to take a flathead screwdriver and stick up in here and pry this out so you can get in here to your switch for your overdrive. Take it loose. You can see there it just kind of popped right loose and a little tab popped right off. A little zip tie there. So I'll take that zip tie loose, and we'll take this out, and then this here should pop right on up off there. Alright, once you get that little plastic piece off and that out, go down here. There's a couple tabs on the front side, one on this side, one on this side, and two in the back. You want to pop this loose so you can get to everything underneath there. So I went ahead and clipped these on the overdrive switch. I'm going to be putting a new switch in anyways, or I might reuse this one, but to get it to come out, it seems like that has to be the way to go. That pulls right up and off afterwards. And then this comes right up and off, and there's your wire, so you can rerun it for later. I'm going to take the rest of this off. So I went ahead and pulled the wire out. See, it kind of snakes down in the side of the shifter right there. Sorry about the sunlight. I pulled it out of that little loop. What I'm going to end up doing is mounting my momentary push button right here on the side. I just did some measuring. I'm going to trim out a small piece of this to give extra room. Then I'm going to run the wire up and around to right there. The wire's plenty long enough. I can get it to stay. I'm going to mount it right there. That way it's out of the way of the shifter. Won't have to worry about it getting in any binds. This will be a good spot out of the way and still be able to use the overdrive button if I want to. So, should get the shifter in tomorrow and I'll finish up the video and get this posted. Okay guys, got the new shifter lever in. It came with some set screws. Actually, you can see right there's one of them. Also came with an Allen wrench. I went ahead and kind of test fitted. I went ahead and started the Allen wrench set screws. There's 3 of them. I want to go ahead and do a test fit. I'll drop it down on there. Go ahead and turn the key on, just to kind of see if it's going to work. Just put it on there, just left it set in there, just set down on there smooth, because that kind of gives you an idea where it's going to be. Put a little pressure on it, push down on it, keys on, push the brake in. It seems to work from just setting it down on there tight. Pushed it back. Next thing I done was went ahead and tightened up my set screws a little more. It's kind of snug right there. I can't pull it off. Push down on it. Seems to work pretty good. I'm actually shocked I didn't have to use any of the spacers. There is spacers there. I also assumed I was going to have to trim off part of the shifter button ended up not having to do that, which is a good thing. This way, if I ever want to take it back to the stock setting, put the stock shifter back on, I can. I was really shocked by that. I figured for sure I'd have to trim that off or do some modification work there. So that's pretty simple. I'll actually add the link to this in the description. It's from Amazon. It was 16 bucks, and actually it's going to match up with the rest of the interior pretty smooth. I also got these knobs off Amazon. They are a little bit smaller than what I would say goes there, but they actually fit really good. I think I got a size smaller, but they work actually really well. I was surprised. So I will. I also picked up this momentary push button. I'm going to get that mounted right here. I took my Dremel tool and trimmed off a spot right there to give that room. Should be enough room. I'm going to get that all mounted or get it wired up, and then I will post a video or post more of it, add that to this video, and then I will drill a hole in here. Give me a stick around and we'll watch that part of this video. Thanks. Okay, so here's the momentary push button. I got wired up. The overdrive switch. Shrink wrapped it in. Put it there. Now right here. And I think it'll make just enough room for it to fit. We'll run the wires under here, so they'll stay out of the way of the shifter. But that push button works. You can see no overdrive. Of course, I got every light in the dash on. Push the button, overdrive come on, push it, went off, on, off. So that's a good spot to mount it. Like I said, it does need a little modification. I'll get this all back together and kind of give you a quick run through when it's done. Alright guys, got it all together. Seems to be working pretty good. Push the brake in here. Push it in. Feels pretty solid. I did end up putting some red Loctite on all those little set screws around it just to make sure they won't be backing out. That's a good thing I do like about this. If it would, for whatever reason, come out, you can still shove down on the shifting mechanism. And again, push button mounted in there good where it's at. I ran all the wires back in here. I just noticed that little tab is almost broke. Didn't go down in place. But the wires ran down around through here, came up. I did have to, like I said, trim off a little bit of that bracket. Didn't seem to really affect anything. It still feels pretty solid. This was a pain in the hind end to get back in there properly. I figured it was going to be easier than what it was, but everything is lining up. And again, the overdrive button works. Off. Guys, hope this video helped you guys out. It was, I know it's kind of rough, cruel, not perfect, but I figured it'd be a good, useful little informational video, because I haven't seen any of these online anywhere, the videos to do these. But it worked out pretty good. I like it. It definitely goes good with everything else in the interior. Trimmed everything out, and I'm going to be adding some more stuff. Hopefully be doing a steering wheel soon, and I'll try to do another video on it, because I have yet to see any videos on replacing the steering wheel in the Scion XB. Alright, thanks again for checking out the videos. I know I got a lot of random videos on my channel, but thanks for checking them out. Have a good day.